sir. Yeah. Reader.
Wow, I never had my gold spawn here.
Work Andy. Yeah.
Good leash.
Dude, Corvinus is mad at me right now, dude.
Yeah.
Yaru.
Hasta the end, Hessa. Yeah. Yeah.
Any word on how to patch effects Lancaster build?
Yes.
Says the HOL. Oh, I said for myself.
Hessa. Ridende. Yaru. Gande. Reader.
Dodge.
So how it affects the build? I don't think affects it much, the guide. I should actually write a comment. Can you guys remind me to write a comment on the House of Lancaster build?
Gande. Yaru. Yeah.
I just want to write on YouTube comment like House of Lancaster received nerfs, but the build is still fine to use.
Yeah, Herende. Reader.
Corvinus win rate? Bro, he cooking.
Astirende. Yeah.
Isn't the build different because of costs?
Ridende.
So,
Yes, sir.
no. You will just, like, the second gold upgrade for the manners, you'll just need to wait, like, a bit longer.
Yeah. Ferende. Workende. Up halfway on.
Hessa. Yes, sir.
Yaru. Yes, sir. Work
Quetta.
Piera. Chirla sabidende.
Reader. Yes, sir.
Quetta.
Huh? Yes,
You know what I mean? It's like, you don't need to put an extra villager, it will just be slightly delayed.
Reader. Yes, sir. Yaru.
Dude, imagine if you could garrison in this.
Ridende.
How crazy would that freaking be?
Gande. Yaru. Asteriende. Hessa.
Can the sheep spawn here? I don't even know. I was gonna look up this.
Yes, sir.
Bro, how am I always missing the sheep here? I mean, what?
Yes, sir.
Sheep doesn't fit. Dude, I haven't done any exercises in like 10 days. Fucking hell, I feel like shit. My arms feel weak. My arms feel like jelly. I don't like that. Getting a bit tired, mate, innit? Every loss, 15 push-ups. I don't think that would make my arms feel any less jelly. Nah, that's not a brag. That's just I'm just saying. Each win 20 push-ups? Okay, I'm not looking to get jacked. Okay? Chill. I love that there's first-time chatters that are subs. Because of the amount of subs that's been like gifted. It's so funny. Bro, how do I scout up this fucking mountain? What are you doing there, you little shit?
And your worker. That should lay be
Ridende ut. Hända! Voljende hända!
West to Hala.
Ridere Yaru. Each will redan. Or where the here. Go. What has
Okay, we go 6 manners and then we transition.
Go.
What 30? Here up.
Gerð Opa.
Yes. Estes commend Beth the team.
Yaru.
Your way, Equilibus.
Yarway.
Ridere Yaru. Each will redan. What
How many on wood? He might be making rams.
Here! Each year.
No.
What 30, eh?
Veredon.
Yeah. Chairless. Your way on.
Yeah.
Yar.
Est Gerð.
Will it help?
Ridere Yaru.
Yes, sir. West to
What has sir? Ridende ut.
And your worker.
Ridende ut. Yeah? Go ut. Or where the here. Dundita. Or where the here. Dundita.
And your worker. That should lay be out timber.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. West to Hala.
What has sir?
And you work it.
Ridere Yaru.
What 30, eh?
Yaru to work.
Or where the here. Each year. Or where the here. He buried it. What has sir? Each will read us. Yes, sir.
Estes commende. The check.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. West to Hala.
You work it. Off each guy.
Or where the here.
Yes, sir. West to Hala.
Yeah. Ridere Yaru.
What surface, eh? Yes, sir.
What has sir? Go. Ridere Yaru.
And your worker. Brenda Lee.
Easy!
Just one.
Ridende ut.
Nu, jag hälsar.
Or where the here.
Here at offer.
What has sir?
I gotta say, the food income is noticeable. I know a lot of people might think like it's just 10 food per minute. I notice it quite a bit in how much you can produce.
What 30, eh?
Ridere Yaru. Western Krakenson. Ridere Yaru.
What 30, eh?
Yeah. It's a winner. Or where the here. Huda. What has sir?
There you go.
Leoda. Ridere Yaru. Dundita. Yeah. Ridere Yaru. Voljende hälsa. Or where the here.
Like I have 10 on food and 6 manners.
Jarlas. What the
What 30, eh?
Yaru to work.
Under Bealo. Ichiera. Yeah. Or where the here. Barendenu. Ridere Ja. Gau. Ridere Yaru. It's a winner.
Estes comende.
Yaru to work.
Flankoga a rod. Abuga strep.
Kutlicha.
Ja, strook.
Remet nu.
Westin Frankenson. Barendenu.
Strabora. Site.
And your worker.
Strelbor. Jerwa. Bettest. Strabora. Jerwa. Paragonga away.
Vida hit. Carviga. Abuga. Strelbora.
Yes, sir.
It is going down definitely.
Yarway. On stage.
Bro, I can't see shit to target fire from this angle. Gotta block this.
Nu gelast från båda hjälpa. Strälpapp only Sunday hours. Leoda hjälpa. And you work it. Kommer on. Nu gelast. Equilla. Yeah, way weekenda. Dida hit. Strälbåda. Dida hit!
So what happens if I build a manor now? When my landmark is dead?
And you work. Equilla to me. Kutlicha. Färras we got. Stirrande tima. A fuga combat on the Yetepan. Nu jävla polisen.
Shiny new badge.
Easy! Leoda, häsa. Jarwa, Iowa, Sona. Ikeyan work it. Yeah, way weekenda. Beodas!
Garrisons go down?
Leoda, yes, sir.
Okay, arrow slits are down on the existing ones. Question is, what happens when I repair it now?
Yes, sir. Western pallet.
Nu, gelas. You work it. Yeah, way we your way. You are. Yeah, what? Cometh on. Yeah, better we can. Not yet, better we can. Nu, strip. Yes, sir. We sit. Yeah, we did that. Strip. Got we here was. A buga strip for us. Helagon got us. Fully end the hesum.
And your worker?
Leoda. Strelborn.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Strelborn.
Yes, sir. Referende new.
That.
And your girl lass. Cometh on our chur lass. It's your worker.
Yeah. Look at Stiranda Tima. Yeah, Leoda Hesa. What's it? Abuga. Look at Manu.
Yaru, Wednesday.
Yeah, where we get it. Yeah, we are. Winner. God, we got Strelborn. Yes, sir. On Styria. Not yet. Yeah, we are. Paragon got on way. Garu, Remmer, Willa. Yeah, we are. On Styria. Paragon got on way.
Here af each you say, yes, sir.
Abuga. Remmer, Garu. Abuga.
Okay, the arrow slits are back online now.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, Yes, what's our faith, eh?
Pierua, Paragonga, and well. Abuga, Strelborn.
On your work. Oh, on your work. On Gende nu.
Yeah.
Estes upp på Strelborn.
Järva.
Hestes commande.
Strelborn. Vem är mitt mig? Garu och each win. Garu vickas. Yeah. Landbo, Strele. Good. Strelborn.
Yaru to work.
Each.
Your way.
Yeah.
Cheer! Yes, Herlas!
Cheerless.
Herlas!
What's our faith, eh?
Yeah, each you say, yes.
Abuga, Strelborn.
He's gonna all in again, I think.
Ikeom.
Strelborn, Järva. Strelborn. Sitte. Yeah. Abuga, Strelborn. Strelborn. Vem är Strelborn? Järva, Garu, Strelborn. Valiende, Hersum! Garwigan, Abuga, Strelborn. Odsteria, Strelborn. Jessa!
Cheerless sooner.
Abuga!
Your way, you order.
Remet on Styria.
He's going for him. He's gonna make more units.
Garu, yeah. Skak, Strelborn. Remet, Garu, Yarway. Strelborn! Järva, Garwigan. Strelborn. Remet, Garu! Abuga, Järva, Garwigan. Gör, Strelborn. Garwigan, Järvi, Hotlicha. Ristrelborn, Ströga. Abuga, Strelborn. Bebe. Ströjessa. Garu,
Jar, what is it?
Strelborn. Astira, Danik, Willa. Yeah.
Estes, Receptive.
Abuga, Strelborn.
What's the...
Hestes, yeah.
What's our face, eh? Each of...
Abuga.
Yes, sir? Yeah, it's your way.
Hearken us all. Delpende is mean.
Hey, everybody! Yeah, right, to done some work. Harkeneth all!
Chiara, stressen. Vi intende ik had het doen. Strekkes maken. Nu hestes.
Safe to Hestes. Reaper railings are...
Every charm, see things a fair and every
One needed be undone.
Tusse tolkas. Hestes.
Building done.
Hestes kom. Strekkes maken. Nu hestes.
Hey, everybody down!
Herjende hestes nu. Intende.
Safe to Hestes.
Tusse tolkas. Intende nu dan. What hestes?
See figure in.
Hearken us all.
You can build it that for that. Harkeneth!
Frekkes haken. Nu hestes. Intende frekkes. Hestes kom. Onti botas. Verre. Att tusse tolkas.
Where is the land?
Hestes kommer. Intende frekkes.
Bullets bent that way, men!
Frekkes haken.
Nu Harkeneth all! Hold it now.
Tusse tolkas glidande när hörtes no one near that. Hestes kommer.
Enemy destroyed landmark. What?
War of servants. Intende.
One of them is a griffin.
Intende frekkes.
Verre, Solkes! Where then se kan?
Frekkes haken. Verre.
See fate's a worker. What need a
Hestes kommer. Allt sweet. Yeah. Hestes kommer.
He can do!
Intende. Sue Hestes and on. Yeah, the Hestes. Glid under there. Hard to door, never a down. Breakfast Harkin. You Hestes.
See, you're ready to dog someone. Hey, every chance. Intended.
Breakfast Harkin. You Hestes. On the border. There.
Wow, it's very nice, very nice.
Building the...
Spermen Yara. Hestes kom. Tres Hestes Tulkas. Hestes. Breakfast Harkin. You
See the head, yeah. So with the head.
Intende. Breakfast.
Oh my god, I didn't even see that I don't have a mining camp here. Lol.
Hestes kom. Yahweh shit.
Lols.
Den Hester? Ichel hier. Fusse Tulkas.
Safe to Hestes. Ich will build that. Beasty! On midway. Every charge and 10 dead.
I'm gonna give him the money shot.
Hestes. Who's the handling? Windler. Intende. Volgende Hestes. Yeah, Hestes. And sweet the Hestes. Hestes. Astiria.
Defect.
Hestes.
What will town?
Hestes kommer Arwaymen! Steven to his Arwaymen! What can Grenses ja Arwaymen! Jede Hestes! Steven Liefering! Und der Stille! Jede Hestes! Breckes Hack! Volgende Hestes! Hestes kommer Arwaymen! En Tuesday Tulkas! Grenses ja Arwaymen! Hestes en Ordenboemen! We have a miracle! Hestes kommer Arwaymen! Sperremen! Swat they have! Intended! Where is it? Every breakfast Lutan!
Hey, see the better note every chance.
Hestes kommer!
Harkness, Aller. Build end day that returning.
Fusse Tulkas! Hestes! Volgende Hestes! Fusse Glid breakfast! Hadret over hej on!
Hark, see the head.
Every charge and 10 dead.
Stir it out there, every chance. Every stayed. We haven't stayed. It's beyond that.
Beasty! 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 Hestes kommer! What will stay Tulkas?
Wait, I'm getting Hestes.
Bennett! Tulkas! Dwindler! Bennett! Hestes! Take breakfast, Harkin! You Hestes!
What needeth be yea? Tid safe to hand.
And Sealy.
What needeth be undone?
Fusse! Head breakfast! Tid Dwindler! Bennett! Hestes kommer! Hestes en Ordenboemen!
And Sealy built.
Dresses!
What needeth be undone?
Intended! And sweet! Hadret over hej åter!
Harken us.
Sperremen! Breakfast, Harkin! Toilet bed!
See the head.
Swat the head! Hestes en Ordenboemen! Astiria! Bennett Liefering! On the Stille! Hediende Hestes nu! Steven to his Arwaymen! Servant, chef! Up there, Beatsy!
Hey, every.
Wait.
Harken us all.
I think they list them. Hold it up.
He can do!
Yeah.
Hestes intended!
Everything monkers to stand Jara, din hästa hästen! Every chance! On the sponsor! Hästen on!
We're ready. 18 hexes.
Dressen ja avinen! Jere hästen!
Arcanet Valor.
Bräckes! Hästen! Hästen! Hästes kom! Jere avinen!
Jeffe meo. Entendo.
Get a true folk army ready.
Bräckes haken. Nu hästes.
I mean, I do think that it is worse, right? Like, I'm not gonna say it's unplayable, but I think already in these games you can see it's not. I'm noticing a lot because before it was like very like small timings early in the game with manners and how you can produce and stuff like that. I mean, if you build 6 manners, let's say you build 9 actually. That's 2 villagers less. Okay, so if you have 9 manners, you have 2.25 villagers less, right? It is noticeable, right? Especially because you gain value so early and it lasts throughout the whole game. So in the end, you do have less passive income in Imperial. Obviously 2 villagers in Imperial is not like crazy deal, but anything that is affecting your early game is going to affect your late game as well because of how much slower you get to that point. It still looks shit to play against. That is different. That I agree, and that's different. Yeah, I personally, you guys know, okay? You guys know I do not like passive income in this game. And I don't think it's good to have a playstyle where you're camping in your base. Okay, I don't like that. I think one of the ways to solve this, in my opinion, is I think I already wrote it on Dev Discord, but I think the way to help this Civ become a... I think the way this plays right now, I'm going to talk about low leagues. At high levels, it is a bit more complicated. At low leagues, and a lot of low league players will see this Civ as English 2.0, right? Because English goes 2 TC, and then you camp in your base with farms, and you go White Tower, and you camp more, and you camp more, and you camp more, right? So, I think a lot of players will see this Civ as English 2.0. Because you're sitting in your base, and then you're also... Okay, you're making Demi-Lancers, which is a bit different, but you're sitting in your base for the most of it. So, what I would personally suggest, or I personally think should change, and what I suggested to devs already, is that they should cap 3 manners per age. That would solve a lot of the problems, okay? It would solve the problems of Lancaster camping in their base. It would solve the problem of income, passive income being super strong. It would also make the Civ a lot more difficult. Because right now the Civ is, let's be honest, it's pretty brain dead, right? It's very easy. This is the easiest Civ to play. The easiest by far. It's so simple, and it is not punishing enough if you lose stuff. I mean, I lost manners how many times? I just rebuild them, and I'm back at it. Like, you know? So, the problem... I don't think the problem is the passive income. It is how it makes the Civ plain feudal is the problem. That's the real issue. Because whether they give 60 or 50 food or 70 food, it can be changed. I think a big problem is the design problem of I make 9 manners and there's nothing that is gonna make me change and not do that. Okay, so what would happen if you go from that to what I suggested, which is 3 manners in feudal, 3 manners in castle, and 3 manners in imperial? Suddenly 3 manners cannot sustain your economy fully. Okay, you cannot go 3 manners and like destroy your opponent. 3 manners would be equivalent to going second TC, but it caps, right? It caps at 100 resources per minute. So, a second TC, each villager you make is 40 resources per minute without upgrades, right? So basically, 2 TC once it goes past 7.5 villagers, no, not 7.5. What am I talking about? Once it goes, no, it is 7.5. No. Once it goes past 7.5 villagers, which is about what is that? 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 30. Let's say a return of investment, or not return of investment. 2 minutes and 30 to get the same income as manors, right? You need to make 7.5 villagers. So the difference is it creates for a lot more interesting gameplay, because if you go manors, you will get more immediate gain, and you don't have to produce villagers, right? That's pretty cool. So manors would be used for you boom up and then you do a timing attack, right? Because you don't need to make villagers. Second TC, it gives you less instant value because you also have to spend food to make more villagers, okay? So second TC would be better long term, as in if you want to macro play long games, you go second TC. If you want to do a timing, you can just make a couple of manors and then push. What's interesting about this is if you do cap at 3 manors per age, then suddenly the second landmark is viable. Because do you really want to make Lancaster Castle if you're only going to make 3 manors? Probably not, right? Because like it doesn't give you that much value then. Unless you're going for some super greedy Lancaster Castle into 2 TC into 3 manors build, which is you probably just die, okay? So because of that, Lords would also open up to the game. Because suddenly, if I'm going to TC, why do I need Lancaster Castle? Right? If I go to TC, I don't need Lancaster Castle. So if I go to TC, then I'm going to go Abbey. And suddenly, each landmark has a use, right? And at the same time, that would nerf these summons. So instead of summoning 11 Demi-Lancers...
Manors also need a minimum distance between each other.
Or that. But that wouldn't solve the problem. You would just space them out. So another thing, the Demi-Lancer thing, you could only get 5 in Feudal Age, which you can potentially buff so that you summon 4 Demi-Lancers plus 1 for each manor. Something like that. Right? So then if you wait for Imperial, you're gonna get, what, 13? But it like doesn't matter, right? If you're waiting with the Imperial, you don't get that good of a value. So I personally think that is the best change, and I think it kind of attacks all the problems that this Civ has design-wise. And I don't really see any counterpoints. I don't see any counterpoints to what I said. Like, why would you not change that? What about manors ramping up over, say, 5 minutes? Okay, so from a development point of view, those kind of implementations where you're losing stuff is not very good for the game. In general, in RTS games, the developers tend to avoid you doing something and then losing stuff for it. It's a bad design. I see someone said, what if you get extra mana tech, then you lose the ability to make a certain unit? That would never happen in an RTS game. That is not a good design, for a game. Not just an AoE, but for a game. Because then it makes the players not want to get that thing. Because you lose something.
What
right?
about mana costing progressively more to build, like System used to work?
I mean, you could do that. That's a similar solution to capping it per age, basically. You could do that too. And that's essentially capping it per age, because if manor costs 100, 100, and 150, 150, just giving random numbers, and then 200, 200, you're not going to build a manor for 400, 400 in Dark Age. You know what I mean? So you can also do that, but in my opinion, that doesn't solve the problem in lower leagues. Because in lower leagues, people will still just camp and make 6 to 9 manors anyway.